Welcome back to another instalment of New Zealand's Bird of the Week, where in this video I will be talking about the Antipodes Island parakeets, unmistakable, uniformly green birds that are notable for being New Zealand's second known, occasionally predatory parrots. I hope you enjoy. Antipodes Island parakeets are the largest and most robust of all the Cyanoramphus New Zealand parakeets, with birds getting to lengths of 32 cm and weights of 130 grams. Their plumages are bright green, with them also having large rounded wings that are pale blue near the outer primaries, also lacking the crown coloration that is typical in the rest of their genus. Although capable of strong flights when necessary, they prefer to fly short distances due to their rugged and windswept habitat. This habitat can be extrapolated from their name, being the Antipodes Islands, being found on the main island, as well as on smaller satellite islands, particularly in areas of dense tussock and sedges, and where these occur on slopes and along streams. The Antipodes Islands are 850 km southeast of New Zealand, with the main island being 62 km squared in size. It is a bleak and inhospitable environment, with these parakeets being the most southerly known parrots, and with no large forests on the island, birds have to make do and survive in quite a different way from their mainland relatives. The birds themselves have an unlikely and quite unique history when it comes to their classification, as they were named by the artist, illustrator and poet Edward Lear, who is most well known for his nonsense poems, including The Owl and the Pussycat. His first publication at the age of 19 back in 1831 was Illustrations of the Family of Psittacidae, which featured 42 lithographic plates of a variety of parrots, which eventually became one of the most sought after of all early bird books. Lear illustrated and also named a mysterious green parrot that was held at the Zoological Gardens in London, although no one was sure where the bird came from or what it was. He used the common name of uniform parakeets to describe them, more than likely based off of their plumage. It wasn't until 1886 that they were to be rediscovered by Captain Fairchild of the New Zealand government steamer Stella, when the riddle of their existence could be solved. Birds are most similar to the Picturesque parakeets, which also live on the Antipodes, although they are smaller than the more dominant Antipodes Island birds, and also have a red crown and eye stripe that better distinguishes them. Birds feed on leaves and seeds, also supplementing their diets with flowers, seeds and berries, although another part of their diets makes them as a whole even more unique. Likely due to their harsh environment, birds have also been noted to be opportunistic predators and scavengers, with them being known to scavenge flesh from the carcasses of seabirds and fur seals, alongside broken eggs. They will also actively hunt and prey on nesting greyback storm petrels, with them entering their burrows to kill them, even digging out their entrance if it is too small to get in. Their large beaks are key in this, with them not only being more robust in order to kill their targets, but also allowing them to drag the carcass back up to the surface. This behaviour occurs soon before their breeding season, so it is thought that they do this to acquire a seasonally reliable source of additional protein in preparing for nesting. The colonization of the islands has been estimated to have occurred around 280,000 years ago, with the ancestors of the Picturesque parakeet, the other parrot species present on the Antipodes, arriving around 30,000 years ago. Their deep separation compared to the other New Zealand taxa suggests that the colonization occurred before the radiation of red, yellow and orange-fronted birds. Birds nest from October to March and start to breed between November and January. They utilise burrows up to a metre long, usually under tussock or sedge. They lay up to 5 eggs, which are incubated for 28 days, with the females being largely responsible for nest preparation, incubation, brooding and feeding the chicks once hatched, until they are around 10 to 14 days of age. Clutches consist of anywhere from 2 to 6 eggs, and double clutching may also occur. The males will also assist in feeding their partner after this period. Antipodes Island parakeets were once vulnerable to predation by introduced mice that would have arrived on the Antipodes either due to a shipwreck or a passing sealing ship. They numbered up to 200,000, although thankfully they were eliminated on the Antipodes after a great deal of funding and effort. A multi-million-dollar eradication was conducted in 2016 by the Department of Conservation and other partners to finally rid the islands of them, with them being declared mouse-free in 2018 after numerous searches and traps being set up without a single mouse being detected. Their total population is estimated to be anywhere from 2 to 3,000, and while their population is stable, their conservation status is vulnerable due to their relatively small range and the potential accidental introduction of other mammalian predators to the islands. A small population is held by zoos, wildlife parks and a limited number of private holders, who utilise them both for breeding purposes and for advocacy, with the aim of educating people on the wildlife of the subantarctic islands and how precious they all are. And with that, I thank you for watching this instalment of New Zealand's Bird of the Week. For next time, you are now able to vote for the Stewart Island shag, large marine birds that have variable plumage and are found only in southern New Zealand. With that, I'll see you next time, whenever that may be.